Welcome back, my dear friends. We are still in the middle of winter, and although I cherish the quiet moments and peaceful, beautiful season, I have to be honest with you. It can also feel dreary and heavy sometimes. The shorter days with less sunshine can bring on the winter blues, as I like to call it. It's linked to changes in daylight, which can affect our body's internal clock, our serotonin levels, and our mood. For some, it's more than just feeling a little off, and more advanced form of the winter blues is called Seasonal Affective Disorder, or SAD. It's a type of depression that comes and goes with the seasons and typically starts in late fall or early winter, and it goes away when spring comes. So, if you've ever felt more tired, down, or even irritable during the darker winter months, you're not alone.
Somewhere along the way, somehow we ended up at a crossroad and we got lost.
Too often, events happen in our life during the winter months that deepen those pervasive and persistent icky feelings, like the loss of a loved one, a loss in our health. Any kind of loss can make things even worse. The loss of a relationship seems to be a big one that depletes us of hope. I am always searching for simple and natural ways to manage these feelings, and I want to share a few tips I found helpful for navigating these winter blues. Some are for your mind, and some for your overall well-being. And sometimes what we really need is a change of scenery.
For all I know, even if the road ahead is long and winding, even if the road behind us left you crying, even if the tears come streaming down your face, it's gonna be okay. Take a walk and I join you. Just leave a trace and I follow.
The other day was one of those rare sunny winter days, and I decided to take advantage of it. I hopped in my car and drove to the beach. Even though I live on the water, it had been way too long since I experienced the calming power of the ocean.
For all I know,
There is something so peaceful about being near the water. The sound of the waves, the salty breeze, it just resets your soul. The negative ions in the ocean air are believed to boost serotonin levels, which is the feel-good chemical in our brains. That seems to dip during these darker winter months.
your face, it's gonna be okay. What if you turn around and look at me? Then you'll see my life.
As I walked along the beach, I could feel this incredible sense of openness wash over me. After spending so many days inside the house, it felt so freeing seeing nothing but endless sky and water ahead. I realized then how much I had been craving that feeling of open space and possibility.
Wishing I make it come true.
I could feel my body relax, my mind quiet, and for the first time in a while, I felt completely present. It was like the sluggishness, the heaviness I'd been carrying around, had been washed away with the waves and tide. This time I stayed long enough to watch the sun drop below the horizon. It's been a while since I've seen a sunset like that, right over the ocean. That little escape to the beach reminded me once again of the power of nature and how much it can shift your mood. Whether it's the ocean, a forest, or even a park nearby, stepping into wide open spaces can do wonders when you're feeling stuck or weighed down. And don't get me wrong, managing the winter blues or sad isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's more about tuning in to your body and giving yourself grace. Small and intentional changes can make a big difference. When we think and talk about seasonal affective disorder, one of the most talked about tools is light therapy. I'm sure you might have heard about it. It's sitting by a light box for 20 to 30 minutes in the morning, as it can mimic the effect of sunlight and can boost your mood naturally. I personally don't have one, so I try to go outside in the early morning and catch a bit of sunlight while enjoying my cup of tea. Even on cloudy days, the natural light can help. Or I bundle up and go for a short walk. Another way to support your mind is to practice mindfulness or journaling. Write down how you're feeling or take a moment to list 3 things you're grateful for each day. It sounds simple, but it can shift our perspective and remind us of the little joys around us that we can easily miss or take for granted. In regards to the food we eat, we should prioritize foods rich in omega-3s like walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. And don't forget foods that are high in vitamin D. But if you feel like you're not getting enough from your diet, and I believe most of us don't get enough, you might consider a vitamin D supplement to make up for the lack of sunlight. I got this cute, adorable roller pin for Christmas, and I wanted to try it out with these rosemary crackers. Not sure how they're going to turn out though. Well, I don't know. They didn't turn out as expected, but it was fun to try. And of course, my favorite remedies for seasonal challenges are herbs. There are 4 natural allies that I can think of that can support your mind and spirit. They are ashwagandha, rhodiola, lemon balm, and St. John's wort. The easiest way for me to ingest these is to brew a good cup of tea and add a few drops of each tincture during the day. And for a soothing evening ritual, try sipping on herbal teas like chamomile or lavender. These calming herbs can help with restlessness or sleeplessness that sometimes arise during winter. Adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha and rhodiola and lemon balm can help your body handle stress, while St. John's wort is well known for supporting mood. Just be cautious if you're on any medications, as it can interact with some of them. I will leave some additional information about these herbs in the description below. Besides the herbal teas or supplements and trying to take in as much sunlight as possible, do what you love to do. Be creative, dance, sing, play an instrument, read your favorite book. I like to explore my creativity through gardening, knitting, cooking, and baking, and enjoying creating fresh and simple snacks and goodies that not only taste good, but are also nourishing. Thank you for watching and spending the time with me today, and for trusting me to guide you through this journey of healing. Before I go, I wanted to remind you that while all these little tips I mentioned can be incredibly helpful, but sometimes the winter blues or seasonal affective disorder can still feel overwhelming and nothing seems to lift your mood. If that is the case, I encourage you to reach out to a professional and speak to a therapist. They're there to help you and support you and can provide you with the tools and guidance you need to feel better. It's okay to ask for help because you're worth it, and you don't have to go through this alone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with someone who might need a little extra light this winter, and subscribe for more tips and inspiration in natural remedies. As always, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite way is to beat the winter blues. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you health, wellness, and joy.